Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is SmackDown Live. We are here in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the second round of the King of the Ring qualifiers. Raw had theirs the other night. Now it is time for SmackDown Live to deliver layers. But that is not all we have in store for you here tonight on SmackDown Live. Of course, the Intercontinental Championship will also be defended. It is a big night and there is a lot of matches to talk about. As I said, the King of the Ring matches are going to be here tonight. In fact, here's one that will be kicking off the card right away with John Cena going to get the opportunity to go into the King of the Ring. However, he's got to go through the former Intercontinental Champion and, more importantly to this situation, last year's winner of the King of the Ring in Kenny Omega. Omega looking to maybe make it 2 on the bounce. When it comes to King of the Rings, will he be able to pull it off? We'll find out in their match coming up next. Start things off here on SmackDown Live. And while there may be another King of the Ring qualifier to talk about, we'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk about it when it comes around, because we're going to talk about the main event. And what a main event it is. The Intercontinental Championship is up for grabs. Roman Reigns, the first challenger for Finn Balor's Intercontinental Championship. Balor said he wanted the match last week. Reigns and Heyman, of course, more than happy to accept the proposal put in front of them. Can Roman Reigns win the title for the Dangerous Alliance? Can he give them what they want? Or more importantly, can he give Paul Heyman what he wants? We'll find out. And as for now, we're going to start things off with our King of the Ring qualifier. So let's start it off. Who will be joining the 3 participants, of course, from Monday Night Raw, rather, because they were revealed as The Miz. You know that I gotta say his name, the one that I want to say last, The Miz, Cassius Ohno, and of course the Raw General Manager Dario Ronaldo's best friend, Lars Sullivan. The reason why SmackDown Live only has 2 compared to Monday Night Raw's 3 is because SmackDown Live won last year under the man who is going to be in this matchup, taking on John Cena. And so, as when the Royal Rumble rolled about and Raw was given less picks than SmackDown ECW, the same has to be taken towards King of the Ring. While myself and Monday Night Raw have 3 picks, SmackDown Live only has 2. Yes, it's a slimmer chance of winning, but it's fair given the fact that they won last year. Same applied with the Monday Night Raw and the Royal Rumble. So, because I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Maybe sometimes bend them. Anyway, Cena here in the ring. He is looking to turn around his luck. He is looking to really make a name for himself now on SmackDown Live. He is looking to make 2018 his year. What better way to make it your year than by winning King of the Ring? It's early on in the year. There is a lot to amp up your year. There is a lot to show that this year is going to be yours. And of course, if history is anything to go by, King of the Ring is a great thing to win. And the past 2 examples prove my point. Tyler Breeze and this man coming out right now, Kenny Omega. Why does it prove my point? Well, in 2016, a month after... Oh, okay. Sorry, I was a little bit taken aback by the arrival of some of Kenny Omega's friends. The first time since losing their tag team titles, the Elite this year. Or the Young Bucks, rather, should I say. Sporting some rather ancient gear now in Bullet Club, but always love seeing the Bullet Club gear. It takes me back to happier days around here. But anyway, as I was about to say, as Kenny Omega comes towards the ring now, yeah, the last 2 winners. Tyler Breeze, within a month of winning King of the Ring, went on to capture the United States Championship at WrestleMania, had a great reign with it. January last year, won the Royal Rumble, won the World title, won it again. Tyler Breeze is the biggest example to prove thus far, but that does not mean Kenny Omega is nothing compared to the reign that compared to what Tyler Breeze did with it. Kenny Omega went on to capture the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam, hold on to it for 5 months, to losing it to Finn Balor at the Royal Rumble. There is still, of course, a lot that Kenny Omega can do. Yeah, he won't be King of the Ring in a week and a half from now, but one thing is for certain, is that he will still have that moniker within him. He will still have that giant boost of momentum that goes with winning King of the Ring. And I still believe that as time goes on, Kenny Omega will reach his full potential around here. And don't be surprised if you see Kenny Omega lifting WWE Championship gold in the foreseeable future. I, for one, certainly wouldn't complain. Omega tried his hardest to retain that title at the Royal Rumble. But Finn Balor was having absolutely none of it. Finn Balor pulled out all the stops, even though Kenny Omega tried to pull out all the stops to stop said stops, including going after the injured neck of Finn Balor. But in the end, it was that man who ended up walking out with the title, Finn Balor, with his first Intercontinental Championship in this universe, and will now defend it later on tonight against Roman Reigns. It's going to be a very interesting night of action, one that I'm looking forward to seeing as well. And here we go now. Irish whip. Oh, drop kick there by Omega. Late on deciding to go for it, but still hit it on the money. And look at this now. Indian Deathlock applied here by Kenny Omega. Pushing the knee away from the leg of John Cena to cause further agony. Up on the second rope now, Omega will go. Looking to fly here early on. Cena certainly caught off guard right now. Oh, look at the strength of Cena there. What a catch. Powerbomb there by John Cena now. Omega certainly paid for trying. Athleticism there for trying something out of the book, and Cena takes charge now with some big power. Powerbomb there, and Cena now bringing out some of the moves. I guess, I don't know where I was going with that one. Some big moves anyway that can try and turn the tide in this matchup. Turns him round here. Cena, look at that one there. Half Nelson neck breaker by John Cena. Waiting in position for Omega to get back up to his feet here. Kenny Omega hasn't turned around yet to see John Cena waiting for him. Up and over and to the outside goes Kenny Omega. The Elite on the other side of the ring as well. Away from Kenny Omega. Allows Cena to be on his own with Omega. Work him down a little bit more. Into the barricade, into the ring. Well, let's see what John Cena has in mind here. This one could be a big one for John Cena. Not always he goes to the top rope. Let's see if it'll pan out the way he wants it to. Omega dazed, lost a little bit. Oh, elbow there. Spiking it. The top of the elbow there by Cena. Omega, though, look at how quickly he turns things around. Catches the boot, sweeps the leg away, and goes back to that second rope again. Will it work this time? Will the Hurricanrana, which I assume he's going to have to go for. He will, and this time it will pan out the way he wants it to. Hurricanrana there to Cena, who rolls outside of the ring, taking the rope with him, apparently. Oh, look, that was a bad idea there, though, by Kenny Omega. Let his confidence take over, and John Cena made him pay for that one. Look at the speed now of Cena to hit that fisherman suplex. And once again, you see Omega doing a smart thing here, rolling over to his chest there to avoid being struck with a 5-knuckle shuffle, I think, from John Cena. And when he kind of moved like that, look at this now by Omega. Look at that. That is a convoluted lock there. Tearing on the arm and the bicep of Cena as well, and the shoulder especially, while locking in that other arm. Cena elbowing the foot, or the leg rather, of Omega. And a big punch in the ribs. Great bit of work there for Cena to get out of that one. That was not an easy move to get out of, and this time he counters. Oh, Kenny Omega, big clothesline there as well, and Omega goes down. Last year's King of the Ring winner could be in trouble here. Stumbles out of the turnbuckle into the path of Cena. Attitude adjustment by Cena. Could this send him to King of the Ring? Is Kenny Omega in dismay? He is not. But Cena still has the chance. But man, that was close there, and he's got to be aware of it. Omega's going to have to get more serious in this one, because Cena now is in firm control. Maybe I spoke a little too early there. Omega counters. Kick in the gut here. What will Kenny Omega look for now? Always interesting what Omega goes for. Hammerlock, Northern Light suplex. Gorgeous bridge there, but decided not to go for the cover. And despite being hit by attitude adjustment, Kenny Omega still feeling a level of confidence here, and he's going to show it up on the shoulders here. I think I know what's coming up next. The German suplex. Indeed it will be. Great move there by Omega, but we know what follows up after it. We know what Omega likes to do to end the matchup. He's going to go for the cover here on Cena. I don't think that's wise. I certainly don't think it's going to finish the match. Cover on Cena here, and look at that. Proof in the pudding that it won't finish off the match here as Cena kicks out as early as 1. Oh, hang on. Kenny Omega, though, looking for it. V-trigger by Omega. Cover on Cena to put this one away. There's 2, and Cena still able to power out at the count of 2. Struck from out of the blue there with that V-trigger, did Omega, but it may need to be the calling of the one-winged angel to put Cena away here. And that is why, I think, that is why he's going to work on the neck right now, softening it up, turning it almost to mush, so that when he plants him, it does the job. It deals the final blow that sends Kenny Omega to a second King of the Ring. DDT there by Cena. Cena now has him in his clutches here. Going to take him somewhere. Going to take him to the ropes, maybe. Indeed he is. Oh, but Omega makes him pay for it there. Big reversal for Cena to endure. And it may be a big move for him to endure as well. Back suplex on the apron. And that'll certainly do some damage for the one-winged angel. Omega continues to talk trash. It's almost his MO now. To talk trash to Cena. Go for the kick to the back there. Cena moved out of the way. Oh God, Kenny, this is going to hurt. Back suplex there onto the thin padding. That's what happens when you get complacent around John Cena. He makes you pay for it. Back in the ring we go here. Cena going to go up to the top rope now. Omega could be in trouble here. Cena, diving elbow drop into the back. And again he has Omega held in his clutches. He sends him to the ropes here. Let's see what Cena has in store here. Nice use of the ropes there to hit that suplex. But I'm wondering what Cena has else in store here. He's almost a little bit slow in thinking about what he wants to do next. Going to work on the legs of Omega. Smart, maybe. Taking away the speed of Omega, though I would have done that at the early stages of the match. Not right now. Kenny Omega, though, is in the clutches of Cena, and he is looking in trouble here. The Elite has just watched on at ringside. They haven't got themselves involved in this one. You got to commend them for that. Sling blade there by Kenny Omega. Cover after it, but it can't put away Cena again. Kenny Omega has tried an awful lot here for victory, and he's going to go to that second rope again. Try and finish off Cena again, but he moves out of the way. Look at how quickly Cena is back on the money here, but Omega counters it. Up on the shoulders now. Rolling fireman's carry. And again to the back as well. With that big kick. I gotta give credit to Kenny Omega for working over Cena in the way that he has. For always going to work on the key elements, the back, the neck, and even the head. Just in case he wants to strike with that V-trigger again, he'll go for the pin again. You're hoping it's finished Cena, but it hasn't. Though a weak kick out is what it was by John Cena. Kenny Omega could have John Cena on the finishing straight here. Could well be on his path. Omega almost, the way he acted there, it was like he sensed it in Cena. It was like he knew this was on its way to being over. Here it is again. There's the German suplex. Doesn't bridge once more, but Cena in huge trouble. Kenny Omega has got to be just moments away. Cena says no, though. Big counter by Cena now. Here come the strikes once again to Omega. Does he have it in him to keep going? Forearm shot. Omega turns him round. Will he look for it? No, he won't. There's a reverse Rana, though. Thought he was going to go for the one-winged angel. Omega decides otherwise. Will Kenny Omega look to finish it? With the V-trigger here on the ground. Cena moves out of the way. This has been a very intense ending to what has been a very back and forth matchup. Great match by both men, has to be said. They've given their all for King of the Ring. Look at this by Cena now, just almost wearing himself out with those kicks and strikes. He's trying. Overhand punch again. Backing up to the ropes is Omega. He counters. Oh, what a hurricanrana there though by Omega. Can either man bring out any other big moves in this matchup to finish the deal here? One more finisher by either one, and this is over. Cena again with the counter. Striking Omega time and time again. Worn out, but still going with the punches. Forearm by Omega now. He's going to go for the Fisherman's Buster to try and finish this one. And he gets it. Fisherman's Buster by Omega, but it still isn't the end here for Kenny. Big knee. Cena busted open. Omega now. Smells blood. Smells the end. Look at how quickly Omega worked there to finish it. And it could be over. One-winged angel. Cover on Cena. 2, 3. Kenny Omega going to a second King of the Ring. He had to do it. He had to do it. Omega needed to do anything to win. And anything is what he did. He beat Cena there and busted him open just to prove the point. Cena defeated, but in a great matchup. I have to give credit to both men there. Though Omega celebrates his win right now, he's not done. Kenny Omega telling the Elite to go back up the ramp right now. Omega wants some alone time. Omega wants some mic time. Let's get to it. And look at that. Before Omega even gets to talking about King of the Ring, immediately goes to Finn Balor. Balor's holding this open challenge every week. Put him next on the list. And it's not as if he's demanding. He's almost begging for it. He knows he wants that rematch. He craves that rematch. Kenny Omega says there is nothing more that he wants than the Intercontinental Championship back and to walk into King of the Ring and walk out with a second crown. John Cena finished tonight. He hopes Finn Balor is finished next week, and in all of the other opponents at King of the Ring, he wishes goodbye and good night. Kenny Omega, this is the world apparently. He wants Balor next week in a rematch, and he will take on anyone and everyone at King of the Ring. This man is hungry to prove himself. This man is hungry for a second Intercontinental title and a second King of the Ring crown. Kenny Omega. This is perhaps a new fighting side to him. Well, there we go. We have seen Kenny Omega's drive and desire now to come full circle. Second Intercontinental Championship next week. Maybe the second King of the Ring to end out the week. Next week could either be the greatest week of Kenny Omega's career, or it could be one of his worst. We'll find out next week. I mean, of course, it all just depends on if Finn Balor will even accept that challenge. Also, it depends on if Finn Balor's the Intercontinental Champion by the end of this week. I hardly imagine Paul Heyman will want Roman Reigns hosting weekly challenges. We'll see when we get to that main event anyway. Okay, that has changed what I was about to say. What I was about to say was, oh, Naomi is about to go one-on-one with this woman who's currently running down the ramp. Full force after her. It's Nia Jax. Don't turn around. Oh, God. Maybe it would have been for the best if you turned around, Naomi. Nia Jax has come in and is wasting little time in going after it here. Well, we saw Sasha Banks beating AJ Lee last week. And now it seems as if Nia Jax wants in on that prize. It is the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, but she wants everyone to see it in a much more vicious display. Counter there, though, by Naomi, and she's fighting back against Nia Jax here. This match still hasn't started. Referee trying to get them in the ring here. He's trying to get at least some semblance of order in this matchup. In the ring goes Naomi, and Nia Jax will follow suit afterwards. Referee can finally ring the bell here, but oh, God. Oh, not even a back suplex, just dumped on her face. Did Nia Jax. This is not a happy woman, as it turns out. Nia Jax with hard strikes here to Naomi right from the get-go. Oh, good God. Dumps her on her face as well, yet again. Nia Jax. Element of surprise, call it what you want. She jumped Naomi. And now she is using it to her full advantage. Oh my God, look at how easily she just lugs her around there for dropping her down. Just clung onto her with ease, and she's going to do it again, is she? No backbreaker this time. Naomi was a woman who had been coming more out of her shell ever since she had changed things up regarding her attire and her look, and it was getting better and better for her. But Nia Jax is looking to try and return it right back down to square one. Big headbutt there to Naomi. Oh, God. There's the leg drop by Nia Jax. And into the cover she goes on Naomi. Finishing it here, she will not. Oh, is that such a smart idea, though? By Naomi. Can she even... Oh, my God. Can she even hang on any longer? Nia Jax just pushed her down. That was all she did. Off the ropes here. Oh, back elbow. And Nia Jax looks ready to finish it almost as quickly as she started it. She brings her in here for... What are we seeing here? Oh my God, the strength. Samoan drop by Nia Jax. And look at the way Naomi just winces in pain or just gives in through the pain. Nia Jax into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Naomi kicks out at 2. But for what purpose? Yeah, show your heart, show your drive, show your desire. But when you're in the ring with Nia Jax, the only thing she'll be showing you in return is a trip to the hospital. Naomi has tried to get an offense here, but this just goes to show you that Nia Jax is just a different brute of power within that ring. Being not like most girls is more than just a tagline. It is more than just a catchphrase. It is how Nia Jax operates. It is her MO. It is the way in which she deals with business. Not being like anyone else. Oh, what are we going to see now? Oh my God! Fireman's carry, fall through into almost a world's strongest slam. And Naomi is still kicking out here. This can't be making Nia Jax happy at all. As if she ever was happy to begin with. The ribs of Naomi would like a break now, because here comes another Samoan drop. Let this one be enough to finish it, Naomi, please. For all of us, stay down, and especially for your health, stay down, don't get up. There we go. Nia Jax is your winner. Not a surprise in many ways. Your winner, your destructive winner, Nia Jax. Ref, get out there, please. That would help. Just run. Nia Jax destroys another opponent, but for Sasha Banks, who picked up her win last week, to anyone else who wants to try and get their hands on SmackDown Live Women's Champion Nikki Cross, it seems as if a barrier has been set in the way. Let's more call it a roadblock in Nia Jax. She wants to stop anyone from getting their hands on that title. The only one in her mind who should get their hands on the title is Nia Jax. We'll see if anyone else has anything to say about it. If not, Sasha Banks may well be in trouble against Nia Jax in that ring. We'll find out as time progresses. But as for right now, we're going to move back to the King of the Ring. The second qualifier is up next, and it is in some ways a rematch from last week. Coming up next, Hansen goes one-on-one with Kota Ibushi. And I gotta say, as rematches go in some ways, this is almost half a rematch. This is one that I am very excited for, because last week was an incredible match to main event SmackDown between War Machine and Future Shock. They gave it everything in their arsenal to try and win those tag team titles. Did Future Shock, but in return, War Machine brought out everything in their arsenal to hold on to those tag team titles, and hold on to them they did. Hansen and Raymond Rowe were your winners. They retained the titles, but now here tonight, it is not about the title around Hansen's waist, but it is about qualifying for the King of the Ring. Imagine if Hansen wins the match here tonight against Ibushi and then goes on next, and then Kenny Omega goes on next week to recapture the Intercontinental Championship. Imagine SmackDown having 2 champions in King of the Ring. Even though having the lesser amount of numbers, it would certainly give them what was I looking for? It would certainly give them perhaps the favourites heading into it, although someone else would rather tell you it's his best friend. And of course, we at ECW still haven't done our qualifiers yet. But of course, you only have to wait 24 hours for that to come out. Anyway, here is Hansen heading towards the ring. No Raymond Rowe here tonight, and in turn no Ricochet in the corner of Kota Ibushi. It is a pure one-on-one match between these two men, and it will be settled inside the ring. It will be settled through the means of professional wrestling, And it is almost, I would say it's David meets Goliath, but Future Shock have shown on more than one occasion that this David packs one hell of a punch. We have seen them go from, I guess you could say, almost being an afterthought in Kevin Owens' mind to having some great matches as of late. I mean, Kota Ibushi, there's a reason, the reason why he's qualifying for King of the Ring is not because of his match last week against Future Shock. It is because of performances like the one he had in the Royal Rumble, eliminating 2 people. Like that. Sorry, 3, was it 2? No, it was 2 people, wasn't it? Just like that, in a click of a finger. Ibushi watched the ring around him go from 5, including him, to 1. Just him, standing alone, in that ring. And he picked up 2 eliminations in seconds. And then shared the ring with Shinsuke Nakamura and Sting, 2 former world champions in this universe, and was holding his own until Sting got rid of him. But now we move on to this night. Can Ibushi overcome Hansen here in one-on-one competition? The same reason for why Hansen is getting the #1 contendership. It's not because of last week, but Hansen in singles matches have shown he is a destructive force. Proved in a triple threat match before the tag team titles were defended, where he tapped out Mac Jackson. Ibushi was also in that match. Proved it in a one-on-one match against Nick Jackson. Put him on the shelf for a few weeks. He is destructive within that ring on his own. And that's why I always say he is a stand-up performer as well in any match that he is in. But let's see what will happen in this one. Look at the size advantage that Hansen has, almost leaning down there for this collar elbow tie-up, going on the arm now of Ibushi. God, you gotta imagine even the little things that he's doing like that just have to hurt so much. Side headlock now, but Hansen quickly powers out of it, takes Ibushi to the ropes here. Off he comes, and Ibushi does a good job. They're clinging himself to the ropes, bringing Hansen to him, and he goes after him now. Shot, strikes, went for forearm slap combo there, and it didn't really work out the way he wanted it to. More so enraged Hansen than anything else. Senton splash now by one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, and he is going for a magma grip here. Hansen, one of, if not the only person I've ever seen in this universe to get a submission through a magma claw. Yes, I know, I imagine it's not called that, but I prefer calling it, but, you know, that's a gag we've had going on for a while. Hansen now, oh god, this is going to hurt. Black hole slam there for Ibushi. Going to hurt that much more when a man like Hansen is driving himself down on top of you as well. Ibushi kicks out there, but still got to try and do something to fight back against Hansen here. Spinning kick. Wow, he missed the mark there. Did Ibushi? Not always does he do that, and he's paying for it now. Forearm in response by Hansen. Counter there. Reverse DDT. And Ibushi's going to go up to the top rope already. He's going to bring out the big guns. Moonsault. Oh! Definitely didn't get all of that one, did Ibushi. It certainly looked like he hurt Hansen a little bit with it. He's going to take another trip up to the top rope here as Hansen looks to get up to his feet. Oh, elbow drop. Great elbow drop as well by Ibushi there. Leaping DDT now. He's doing a really good job in this one. Is Ibushi at keeping him contained? He has to use a lot of his speed though all at once, and that may make him pay for it. Oh my god, Hansen. What a move. Oh, just as he goes from one powerbomb, he goes to it into another. Deadlift powerbomb here, and Ibushi goes driving down into the mat. Hansen, after a dual powerbomb here, into the cover. Kick out of 2 there by Ibushi. Hansen looking for something again, and similar reversal by Ibushi. Reverse DDT. But again, Ibushi will claw himself up to the top rope here. Will he look for maybe the bit? Oh, if he was looking for the Phoenix Splash, that was a great counter there by Hansen. Didn't do anything physically, just got up to his feet and countered the drop kick though, more specifically. Big punch in the side of the head. And here comes the strength now. Overhead throw with that powerbomb position. Ibushi trying to find where he is right now. Clinging onto the ropes as he looks to try and have a sense of his bearings. Up on the shoulders here now of Hansen. Death Valley driver maybe, and he gets all of it. Oh, this is going to hurt you. A big leg coming down on your arm. If your arm isn't numb, then you are lucky. Oh, well, Ibushi showing that it isn't. Dragon screw as well to Hansen. But look how quickly the big man returns to his feet here. Not too sure what Ibushi was looking for there. Counter, though. He gets out of that one. Reverse Rana there. Much like we saw from Kenny Omega earlier on. He turns him round here and looks to make another trip up to the top rope. Will Ibushi be quick enough in his actions to get what he wants on Hansen? Yes, he will. Phoenix Splash! Phoenix Splash to Hansen. Will it send him to King of the Ring? It will! Ibushi does it! Sudden. I am surprised that that finished it. I thought it was going to take more. Ibushi almost looks stunned as well. But there you have it. Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega are SmackDown's representatives in the King of the Ring. What a win there for Ibushi. I gotta say it. What a win for this man. That momentum from the Royal Rumble has carried on tenfold for Kota Ibushi. A trip to the Royal Rumble now awaits the Golden... sorry, not the Royal Rumble. King of the Ring now awaits the Golden Star. Fair play. He's in there, though, with some big cats. But we'll see what will happen for Kota Ibushi in the King of the Ring. I'm not looking forward. I'm very much looking forward to SmackDown in the King of the Ring. See how they square off against Raw and my ECW guys as well. We'll get to that another time. As for right now, coming up next, we are going to move on to what should be an interesting singles match. One that we've certainly seen before as well. It's going to be Rusev one-on-one against Shinsuke Nakamura. Well, now we wait and see what will happen in this matchup. But of course, it is business as usual before we get things underway. It is cheering from the wife of Rusev. It is cheering from the wondrous Lana. Just take it away.
Now, America, I ask you to stand up and put your hand on your heart and welcome the one and only true American hero. He is my husband, which means he is the only man that can have me. Welcome, the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev!
And here he comes, ready to do battle with Nakamura. Make no ways about it. This is an important match here for Rusev. This is a chance for him to spring himself right back into the limelight. Rusev here has looked for many opportunities to get this chance, but tonight is another one of those. Tonight is another chance for him to prove that Rusev is going all the way, and Rusev can go even further to titles that would have previously been believed to be out of his reach. Rusev just needs to beat Nakamura here, and no two ways about it, he's done it in the past. Rusev has beaten Shinsuke Nakamura before. It was in a tag match, albeit, but he can do it again. These men just adding to this series here of matches. I think last time they faced off, it took Nakamura like 4 Kinshasas, I think, to finish off Rusev. Let's see if it'll take that amount again here tonight, or if Nakamura just needs one. Nakamura certainly put some old business behind him as well last week with victory over Kevin Owens, revenge for Backlash after eliminating him in the Royal Rumble. These two men did not lock horns in the Rumble. By the time Nakamura got in, Rusev had already been eliminated. That does not mean that these two men can't do battle again here tonight. This is going to be a good one here. You know, if Nakamura wins here tonight and say Finn Balor retains the title, I'm just making an estimated guess here that maybe Finn Balor might shy away from Kenny Omega and go for a match that we all want to see. Tell me there is not a person out there that doesn't want to see Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura locking horns one-on-one, because I know for sure that I do. And for the Intercontinental Championship as well, title that Nakamura has already held, I would certainly not say no to that, but I wouldn't say no to a Kenny Omega rematch as well. Spoil me, Finn Balor, if you win tonight, which I hope you damn well do. That, of course, is going to be up next, but as for right now, Nakamura heads to the ring in his stride. The crowd on his side as well, as it always is, wherever we go. Nakamura, of course, no reason for him to be in the King of the Ring. You know, I was talking about how King of the Ring can be a boost to career, how it can be a kickstart to people's careers. Well, Nakamura doesn't need a kickstart to his career. He's already the longest reigning world champion in the history of this universe. He's already a former Intercontinental champion. He's already main evented WrestleMania, albeit he lost, but he's already main evented that show. Nakamura has done an awful lot for himself in this universe. He's only been here 2 years as well. That is, what, less than 2 years. Coming up to 2 years now. That is insane to think. The one crown that Nakamura has not held, though, since coming to SmackDown Live is, of course, that WWE Championship. But we don't know anything about that title right now. Bobby Fish still hasn't shown up on the show since winning the belt. The former WWE Champion CM Punk has not shown up since losing the belt. The only man who we've had on this show in relation to that belt is Brock Lesnar, the man responsible for why we have a new WWE Champion in the first place. Nakamura, though. If a certain man, a certain Rainmaker decides that he wants to go elsewhere for his title shot, could Nakamura be the man in line for that matchup at WrestleMania? There are a lot of what-ifs thrown around the place right now in regards to that championship decision. There is a lot of what-ifs in regard to if and who will challenge for the title. On ECW, we've got, whatever it is, 6 weeks until WrestleMania, and I'm a little bit, it might even be, I think it's more than that, it might be about 7, but I'm a little bit anxious, I guess you could say, about deciding whether or not to pull the trigger on something like that. Because my worry is if I decide to try and go in one way and start having some number one contenders show up and start planning out a potential WrestleMania matchup, you know, seeing that people who are getting wins and putting them down for number one contender matches, what if on the night they decide I want a number one contenders match, along comes Kazuchika Okada to decide that he wants the shot against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. That's the difficulties that we're dealing with. And the same could be said for SmackDown Live. What if they decide that they want Nakamura to become the number one contender, and then next thing they know, Kazuchika Okada shows up and decides he wants the shot at Bobby Fish. Same can be said for Raw. What if Dauro Ronaldo's getting ready to put Lars Sullivan in the main event of WrestleMania, his best friend? It wouldn't be the main event of WrestleMania, obviously. But if he's getting ready to put him in there against Jinder Mahal, and all of a sudden along comes Kazuchika Okada. It was, like I said, so many what-ifs right now. The only one we know for certain is that he won't be challenging for the NXT Championship. We'll find out, I guess, as time goes on. Okada still recovering from his beatdown at TakeOver San Antonio, so we don't know when he'll be back yet. But what we do know right now is we're in for this matchup here. This has begun between Nakamura and Rusev. Enough about Kazuchika Okada for now. Look at this by Nakamura. You're bringing out a flurry of DDTs there onto Rusev. And a hefty kick in the back to follow suit. What is interesting about Nakamura is how quickly he works, how well his flow is in this matchup, how he can transition from the strikes that he brings out each and every time to then more hard-hitting moves, the likes of the landslide, the explosive suplex, and just other moves that he just thinks of on the spot. Nakamura is so athletic, so agile, but so devastating with all of his moves in the same go. When you're up against a hard man in the ring like Rusev, you kind of need all of them. Jesus Christ, did you see Rusev just launching him across the ring? Incredible strength and a big chop in the head there. Nakamura goes down as a result of it. But again, Nakamura just able to slip out of it. Nice counter there as well. Working on that head for the Kinshasa. More importantly, and Nakamura backstabber now. Rusev rolling out of the ring here, looking to recover. Lana just watching on here. Eyes on Nakamura. Reading the opponent of her husband. And look at this now by Nakamura. More forearms into the back there And another backstabber for him to endure. Nakamura right now is doing a great job of dealing with the power advantage that Rusev has by just shutting it down, essentially. Look at that. Oh, great counter though by Rusev. But it doesn't give him the advantage he wants that time. Nakamura gets all of it. Can't even call it an enziguri. It was a windmill kick, essentially. Missed the first go. Decided to have another one. Big knee there in the head. Now Nakamura spins him round here. Oh, Nakamura going to go for... Oh my God, Nakamura! Kinshasa to Rusev! Struck out of left field, and oh, Lana interfered. Rusev apparently under the ropes. I disagree with that call. Did not see him under the ropes at all in my mind, but Lana's interference would have still been the factor there. It would have stopped Nakamura from getting the win. This one continues on now. Looking for a slam down here. Rusev with a big counter. Hard clubbing blow in the back as well. Kick in the gut now. And here come the strikes of Rusev. Nakamura says no way. Counters that one. And look at that. Forearms there. Unloading. Lana just slid in a chair as well. Interesting that she would do such a thing. Perhaps trying to do whatever she can to help out her husband here. But Rusev might not need the help. Putting Nakamura up on the top rope here. Spoilers, this one's gonna hurt. What's he gonna do? Oh my God, he just threw him, but it looked like Rusev hit the chair on the way down. That chair may well have done more to hinder Rusev than what it did to help him. But look at this right now. Nakamura in trouble. Dumped on his face now by the Bulgarian Brute. Rusev. Oh God. Alabama Slam. Not only is the slam itself painful enough, but the whiplash effect that follows, and then the move that follows it as well. The accolade. The accolade is locked in on Nakamura. Will it force the King of Strong Style to tap out? Is Rusev about to secure a huge win right dead center in front of his wife? No way, Nakamura was going to let himself tap out to that one. The King of Strong Style keeps going here. But so does Rusev. Back body drop now, and down he goes. Now a question of what either man has to do to win here. Despite the fact that no King of the Ring qualifier or #1 contender is on the line for certain, what is on the line is momentum. What is on the line is recognition by the SmackDown committee. What is on the line is a potential title shot down the line, but it may well be going to Shinsuke Nakamura. No, Lana getting involved there, distracting, giving a window of opportunity, however minor it may be, for Rusev just to get up to his feet here. Both men swing and a miss. I don't know what Nakamura exactly was swinging for. Another country would be my best bet with that one. Up on the top rope now. Oh no, it doesn't work out the way Rusev wanted to. Back elbow dazed him. Nakamura swings in there with a spinning heel kick of all things. Rusev tries to slowly get up to his feet, and he does so. Nakamura, though, counted again by Rusev. Oh, these two men really know each other well and are showing it with their in-ring work right now. Wrenching on the neck once more there. Just yanking on it bit by bit, trying to tear it down. Cover after it here. Will it be enough to finish off Nakamura? Seems if no matter how hard you try and hit Nakamura, he will find a way to keep fighting on and try and hit you just as hard back, as again he goes to work here on the shoulder. But I don't think that's the point that you want to be working on when it comes to Nakamura. The arm is not it is not a focal point of Nakamura's offense, certainly not as much as the legs of Nakamura's are. In the turnbuckle now, he sends Rusev, and let's see what he has in store for him here. Goes up to the second turnbuckle. Oh, knee in the back of the head there. And again, Lana interferes. The referee has to do something to try and get on the top of this, because Nakamura has been distracted by Lana now on far more than one occasion. Up to his feet, though, is Rusev. Counted his way out of it. Again, back to the arms, though. Maybe he's looking to cause damage through the accolade. I'm not too sure, but Nakamura ain't interested. Counter there, big kick. Big drop kick as well. What more can Nakamura do now? He has him in position. He's looking to strike. The kick. Kinshasa again. Into the cover once more, and again Lana gets involved. Nakamura had about a 6 count on that one. Oh, the referee meanwhile in the background getting rid of Lana. Meanwhile, Shinsuke Nakamura looks to end it. 3rd time's the charm. A 3rd Kinshasa to Rusev. And as Lana's on her way up the ramp, Rusev's on his way to a defeat. Nakamura overcomes them both and is your winner in this one. Victory for the King of Strong Style. And whatever is next in store for Nakamura, you can't say he hasn't earned it with a victory like the one he had here tonight. Another match with Rusev in the pocket, another win for Nakamura in the pocket more importantly. And another talking point to bring to the SmackDown committee when deciding who may well be next in line for the WWE Championship if the Rainmaker goes elsewhere. Good win there for Nakamura. It was an important victory to get to keep the momentum bouncing, and he got it. Can't ask for much more than that. Well, there we go. As Nakamura celebrates his win, it is time for our main event of the evening. The Intercontinental Championship's on the line. What could be the first and only defense here of Finn Balor and his open challenges? We'll find out. Coming up next, Roman Reigns will challenge for the Intercontinental Championship from Finn Balor. Is the Dangerous Alliance about to make 2 titles come home with them? Or is the Demon King and the Balor Club going to keep this title to themselves? We'll find out. It's the main event. It's up next. So here we go. The first man out, of course, is the challenger. There is, make no doubt about it in my mind, he is going to have that man at his side. Paul Heyman wants to see him succeed, and he is going to get a front row seat to it as well. Roman Reigns in this one. Another opportunity. 2 in 2 months for the shot at the Intercontinental Championship. But can he overcome Finn Balor here tonight? Reigns had a very disappointing Royal Rumble. Like I said last week, I don't think he picked up an elimination, but last week what he did pick up was a good victory over... wow, I'm trying to actually remember who he defeated. I think it was Rusev, wasn't it? Defeated in that one. The spear out of nowhere got him the win in that one. Lana was almost so shocked by it, she didn't choose to get involved as she did here tonight. But anyway, Roman Reigns is heading towards the ring. The focus point on him. Could we be looking at the next Intercontinental Champion in this universe? Is Paul Heyman about to restore faith in this man? Or is he going to be thoroughly disappointed in Roman Reigns if Finn Balor is victorious? I imagine yes, because when is he ever not disappointed in someone when they lose? Roman Reigns has got to be aware that he could be on the fringes of the Dangerous Alliance as well. I said it a little while ago. I said it last week about Mark Henry. No knowledge about what his status is within the Dangerous Alliance. We have not seen him since Survivor Series. Roman Reigns may well have performed great in that match, but still, the inability to bring home a singles title since joining the Dangerous Alliance kind of speaks volumes. And meanwhile, for nearly all the time that Roman Reigns has been in the Dangerous Alliance, Bobby Fish has been the WWE Champion. So there are things to take from it both. As we prepare for this matchup here, why are we getting the lighting of the demon, apparently? I don't remember calling for a demon. I'm very confused. I do have to be honest here by what's going on here, but I don't know what to make of this. Would the demon really come out already? It was Finn Balor who issued the challenge to Roman Reigns, not vice versa. But would the demon really come out to try and deal with Roman Reigns here in the main event? You know, it's one of those situations where you think there's no rhyme or reason for it, where you think that it's almost not necessary in some ways for Finn Balor to do this. Oh, the man is playing mind games, demon or not. Finn Balor is trying to slip under Roman Reigns' skin. Because that is not the Demon. That is still Finn Balor. Oh, he's showing an awful lot of the mannerisms that the Demon would as he comes towards the ring here with that Intercontinental title around his waist. Finn Balor is crawling here, much like the Demon does. That's what makes it all the weird. And oh, look at this. I think Heyman told him. I think Heyman yelled it at him. Go after him. And go after him he has. Oh, the forearm there. Roman Reigns is certainly showing that the Demon hasn't gotten under his skin. We get a thank you. I was hoping we could get a better camera angle there. Finn Balor trying to get under Roman Reigns' skin. And Roman is trying to show that it backfired. But Finn right now is showing that it's worked in many cases. Going after Roman Reigns here. Heyman getting too close here for comfort. In between these two men. If he doesn't watch himself, a punch could have been thrown in his way there. Reigns countered Balor. And now we're going to go back in the ring with we're going to go into the ring for the first time with these two men. Bell rings are underway here, second time tonight. We've had a breakout, but this one is underway now. The Intercontinental title is up for grabs here, and here goes Roman Reigns unloading away there with strikes to Finn Balor from the get-go. You know how much he wants that title around his waist. You know how much Paul Heyman wants that belt around his waist. And you know that the last thing Roman Reigns wants to do is let down the leader of the Dangerous Alliance. And let down Bobby Fish as well. You can see Heyman doing a lot in his power to try and help this match shift in the direction of Roman Reigns. Short arm clothesline there by Reigns. I think it was Reigns who gave Heyman who gave the marching orders to Reigns there. Towards going after Balor, towards taking him out during that entrance. And Balor right now has responded in haste. Drop kick in the side of the head there, and Reigns goes down on the mat. Oh my god, whoa, Balor's going up to the top rope already. No way. Okay, thought for a second there we were going to see coup de grace. Calling him to his feet though is Finn Balor. Hurricanrana, look at that. Caught him on his shoulder, did Roman Reigns. And a buckle bomb for Balor to endure. Held him up on one shoulder there, and Roman Reigns made it look just as easy as he could have, but it was anything but. Now the strength of Reigns comes through again with that deadlift powerbomb into the cover here on Balor, who kicks out very early on. And here we go, a hard punch in the face now by Reigns. And here come once again the strikes that Roman Reigns brings to the table now, picking apart Finn Balor piece by piece here. Look at that Samoan drop. Oh, that laid him out there. There was no response from Finn Balor after that one, but Finn Balor now playing possum again, perhaps trying to play more demon mind games. Leg lock now on Roman Reigns. Highly doubt he's going to tap. It's going to make him tap, but it could wear him out, take away some of his vertical stance as well. Reigns gets away from that one now. Heyman almost barking instructions at him, wondering how he got locked in that, wondering why that happened. Roman Reigns has regained control here, but Jesus Christ, Heyman does not look pleased one bit. In the turnbuckle now goes Roman Reigns. Goes Finn Balor. Back at he comes here. And a shoulder powerbomb there. Cover after it, looking to try and capture the title again. They kick out at one. You got to think he's just being told after every move, cover him, cover him, cover him. Trying to put it away as much as he can. DDT though by Balor. Sudden DDT there. Could shift the matchup a little bit, maybe. Oh my god, it will! Balor from behind! Bloody hell! He gets it! And we know what follows up after bloody hell. It's going to be the coup de grace. Heyman trying to distract the Balor here, but he's having none of it. Finn Balor, coup de grace, no, denied. Roman Reigns brings him back down to earth there with that clothesline. Maybe the distractions did get under his skin a little bit. Spear by Reigns! Will that do it? Just as quickly as the match started? No. No, it didn't. Finn Balor kicks out at two there, but it was close. It was close to almost being over. That much is for certain. Hung him out to dry there on the ropes. There did Roman Reigns, and now here he goes again, unloading with more shots and strikes onto Balor. Using his strength to his advantage, but Finn Balor still able to fight. Nice forearm there. Oh, double knee face buster, and Reigns goes down. Finn Balor's feeling it now. He's feeling something within him. He's feeling retribution for that pre-match attack. Here come the forearms of Balor now. Sling blade, gets it. Hitting it quicker than anyone else can, that's for certain. And we know he's going to go for it again here. Bloody hell. And he got it. What a way to bounce back from the spear. Now one more move right in front of Paul Heyman is what he was looking for. And look at how quickly Roman Reigns gets up to his feet there. Oh man, the numbers game is against him, isn't it? And Roman Reigns is loving it. But I don't imagine Paul Heyman was like in that showboat in there, wanting him to get on with the job at hand. Neck breaker. Down goes Finn Balor once again, and of course to the neck as well. The injury that had been sustained and is now there for him to exploit. What are we going to see now by Reigns? Got a Balor here, clothesline up and over goes the Intercontinental Champion. Oh my God, Roman Reigns. He's going to fly over the top and down. Look at that. Cleared the ropes there with ease. Ropes didn't even shake from the impact of that move. Roman Reigns cleared them perfectly. But Finn Balor's the one sending them back in the ring. Where does Balor find this within him? I don't know. Big slam though by Reigns to try and slow the match back down to the way he wants it to go. This is unusual. Roman Reigns up on top. Oh, looked like he just dropped a fist down in the ribs there of Balor. Balor may have one of the best physiques in this entire universe. But no matter who you are, when Roman Reigns punches you in the ribs, you are going to feel it. What a myriad of clotheslines there. But Finn Balor still able to counter his way out of them all. Still able to counter his way in this one. Still able to keep this match alive for him. Puts Reigns down in between the ropes here. Knee in the chest there. He's got him down. Will Balor maybe look for it? It seems not. Oh, that's why. That's why. Look who's getting involved again. Heyman involved again. Reigns, no. No, not this way. Not this way. Don't let it be. Cover by Reigns. Balor kicks out at 2. Oh, thank God that he did. If he had lost the title that way, that would have been a travesty. Finn Balor, though, making Reigns pay. Sent him down there, drags him. Oh, I thought he was going to go for it, but no, he goes for the cover instead on Reigns. Might not be the smartest idea because it allows Reigns to kick out early and give him a few seconds to recapture recapture his breath, and maybe allow Heyman to bark some more instructions at him on the outside. Up on the turnbuckle now. Double clubbing blows. No, he doesn't get the second one. Balor flies. Drop kick there from up high. No, Balor, this is not what you should be doing. Taunting is not the way to go about it. You have Reigns down, and you didn't capitalize. But he may look for something else again here. Irish whip now. In the corner goes Roman Reigns. Will we see? We will see it. Here comes the shotgun drop kick. Back goes Reigns from the effect of it into the turnbuckle. Referee getting distracted by Heyman, but there's still more than enough time for Reigns to be hit by this. Still more than enough time for Balor to look to get the win. Coup de grace to Reigns. And the cover that follows it with 1, 2. Roman Reigns kicked out. Finn Balor thought he had him. Roman Reigns showed otherwise. Look at this by Balor now. Refusing to give in. And again, much as we have seen throughout a lot of tonight, more than one finisher hit on their opponent. One more should do it. Elbow there in the back of the head by Balor now, and now with a downward spiral, they're sending Reigns face first into the mat. What more can Finn Balor execute here? It has been silence from Reigns, aside from that little bit there. Roman Reigns now with an opportunity, maybe. Oh my God, lifts him up in the air, Superman punch on the way down. Ragdolled was Finn Balor. Will that gift Roman Reigns the Intercontinental title? It won't. Oh, that was close. That was so close, and Roman Reigns knows it. That was an inch away, and Paul Heyman knows it. That was something he can't let happen again. Finn Balor knows it, and look at how quickly he fights back. Double knee facebuster again. Balor up on the second rope and the forearm across the face. Roman Reigns, though, springs back up to his feet here. What a main event this has been. Clothesline by Reigns. He gets another one. And now, oh, the big clothesline to send Balor back down. Oh, this match has been grueling on both men. Finn Balor again has to go through more of his strikes there. And again, he's countering him here. Finn Balor is now busted open as a result of these hard shots from Roman Reigns. Step up in Zaguri there. Finn Balor going to have to go into the cover, and indeed he does. Trying to put Reigns away here with it, but he kicks out at one. The fact he's still kicking out this early shows the fight within Roman Reigns, the drive that Paul Heyman wants him to succeed with. Finn Balor makes a run up here and an elbow. Can he find anything else here to hit the money with? It looks like he will. It looks like he will. It's called bloody hell. And he gets another one of it. And he sets him up almost perfectly for the follow-up. But can Balor do it? Does he have it within him to go for it one more time? No, Finn, this is not the way. At a time like this, so crucial in the match, you don't go pandering to the Balor Club. You go to the top rope and hit coup de grace. Roman Reigns is but an inch away from finishing this title reign here of Finn Balor's, but he hits another dropkick from the top, and this time Balor runs as far away from Heyman as he could possibly be. Up on top here, Reigns down at an awkward angle. Coup de grace still. Into the cover he goes. 1, 2. Finn Balor retains the Intercontinental Championship in stiff competition. He played mind games to start with, but when he got in that ring, Finn Balor knew it was fight or flight, and he fought. He bled for his cause, but he fought, and he reigned victorious over Roman. Finn Balor wins his first defense as Intercontinental Champion, and it will continue on into next week. As for Roman Reigns, I dare to think what Paul Heyman is thinking through that mind. I dare to think if that was his last straw or not. Finn Balor, though, remains your Intercontinental Champion and will retain the title again next week. As for Paul Heyman and co, we'll wait and see what next week holds. I think we have reached the point where we need to hear something from the WWE Champion, or if not, from the former champion at least. Well, there we go. We have learned a lot from this episode of SmackDown Live. It has been a very entertaining episode of SmackDown Live. Make no mistakes about it. And Finn Balor remains your Intercontinental Champion to close out the show. That'll end this episode, Universe. Thank you for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.